Right guys, welcome back. City Skylines. We're back on Whitford Peak and we will continue on with the build. So a couple of things to do. We need to get some bridges going across in this direction and we also need to continue sort of expanding and building in. We're not getting a great turnover in terms of weekly change right now, and that's also probably affecting our income. We could really do with many more people coming in, and I think in order to do that we would have to sort of increase our land value in terms of services as well as anything else. But we also could probably drop, for example, our electricity kind of dropped out of nowhere. Water, though, I think we've got a lot of water, and we could probably afford to sort of drop our budget on water right now a little bit, because we've had like really high water for ages. I'm going to put it down to 90% and see how that affects things. See what that, because that could bring us in a good bit more money. Yeah, so that's taking us down a bit. We could go a little further, but I don't think it's worth it. So that's one little tweak right there. What should be called looting roulette? Anyway, yep, so let's get some more housing in. Now, we could still add in a little bit of housing in and around Timajay Ridge, but I think also it'd be good to kind of get some services in there, some other parks and things like this. Boomtown, I think, can still expand. There's still definitely capacity for that to expand, so I think we should definitely do that. Other things we can do to increase our land value just without spending tons of money is improving roads to roads with grass like that. Actually, people like that a lot. So let's just considering going for the diagonal road there, but I think no. How is it occupied already? Makes no sense. Right, I'm going to overrule this stupid roads authority. Oh yeah, also I don't want to do too much in terms of connecting over there because got that very weird diagonal junction that I put in over there. Right, let's get a lane in as well so we can maximize space. Just get a little lane running down through there. Alright, good times. What's this? Who's off? Who's going? What? Wargamer's off. See you next time, Wargamer. Right, also we could probably do with connecting out to this road. I think that it would save people kind of dragging all the way through town. But I don't think we require a 4-lane road out at this point, so I think I will... We can just have a basic road with a painted median. Go a little way into town, like that. And we should probably not traffic light that. But we probably should, again, put signs on that is like stop sign and priority. Right, and then, yeah, we'll just connect this up. So we'll just go for normal road here. Doesn't need to be anything more, I don't think. Right, good. Okay, so that will just give people a route to get in and out of the town without having to go all the ways around. And then it also means that I can kind of create the final, like in the very similar way to Timajay, where on like the outside of town here, they have the kind of outside road going past. We can kind of do that over here. So basically from these bits of road right here, I can just kind of create like little, well, like a little kind of cul-de-sacs sort of thing going on. Like this, so we can just create some residential roads coming out this way. So we get some housing in the hills a little bit. There we go. So that'll work, and then same over here. We'll just get a bit of housing coming out this way. We don't want to go too far because obviously people don't want to be living right next to that road right there. So I'll just kind of bring these out to this point. And then probably what I'll do is along here I'll create like a barrier of trees to kind of try and, you know, lessen the noise for people. And do we want to... Yeah, I think we could even... do that. I'll get some houses on this side of the road. Yeah, and then we'll create a nice barrier of trees running through this area here. Okay, so next. Let's get some houses in, because that's what we're going for. Now, obviously, we don't need to expand out to that area yet, but that's what we're aiming for. I'm just going to really... this is good, because I can kind of just fill in the area for houses now. We need to make sure we've got plenty of water going out to these places, so I need to do that. And I may as well do this now, so that I just don't forget later. So that's all that covered. Okay, a little bit of demand for commercial as well. And I think, again, probably what I might do is... we've got some areas zoned for commercial already, but... I'll tell you what I might do, is I might just run a road. A normal road, which is... No, let's get a tree-lined road that comes down here. And this will be for commercial. What? Oh, it's... What? Just build my road, stupid game. Right, and then we'll, yeah, let's hook that up and move this a little bit. So we will get some, actually, what I really could do with is... I want yeah, I need to get like a footpath or something down here to flip that over. So I'm going to put a footpath over here, thank you. Yeah, so that'll flip that to the other side. 18 subbed for 3 months in a row. Thank you very much for your sub for 3 months in a row. 18, welcome back on board, buddy. Thank you very much for your support always. And then over here we'll just dezone this because we're not going to use that. Okay. So by dezoning that, I'm flipping it all onto this side, and then that's where we will... I think some of the commercial that I already had somewhere else has stolen that commercial off of me. But I'll assign this commercial, and then it will fill up with commercial as we go. I actually think that this could almost be high-density residential, high-density commercial even. And then I could almost get some plopped different styles of commercial in this area here. I'm going to leave a space over here where I could put my own sort of plopped commercial if I want to get some in there. And let's just keep filling in this residential area so we can fill this like that, get it all in there. Keep an eye on electricity because often when you have a lot of new residents coming in, the electricity gets ruined. Right, okay. So, okay, that's good. So let's get those trees in, because I want to sort of create a tree band going up here. Let's have a look. So we want to be in keeping, so we really need stuff like this Norfolk pine to just kind of come down through here like this. And again, I just want to keep the brush fairly loose. In fact, actually, we might sort of just fill in through this area here to make it not look totally unnatural. And then let's take maybe this one here, the Norfolk Island, just raise that up a little bit. It's a slightly bigger pine, as you see. So we're just going to be putting this in here to create a barrier for these houses along here. And if I kind of keep it on the road, then you might get the odd tree crop up on the other side of the road, and that's going to look good. Makes it look a bit more natural. But if we want to, we can just kind of get it in here. Also, sometimes I find that, quite honestly, you are better off sometimes just going in as well and doing it manually by hand. It can sometimes be quicker when you know you specifically want to fill in an area. Like kind of right now. Like once you've done a bit, it's sort of like you know, you can't go too much further along anyway. Right, here we go. Just fill this in a little bit. You've got to be kind of a little bit sparse with it as well, because otherwise, I'll tell you what's quite difficult. It's often very hard in real life as well to be truly random, to make something appear random. It's actually often quite difficult, because trying to be random is, or to try and make it not look sort of structured is quite a challenging thing, because if you try and be random, it always ends up looking like you've forced it, and it's really much, but it's just a hard thing to do. So you do get a knack for sort of knowing, and it's all about kind of like the diffusal of those things as well, like how it's spread. I think that's actually looking pretty good right now. Like I say, we could probably add in a little bit more, but I think that sort of is a good starting point. And I'll do the rest when it's daytime again, because I don't want to have to deal with... Can you imagine trying to do this at night? Like, Jesus. Let's have a look at our cities at night. It's looking nice. Looking nice. I think those trees are going to help a lot. That's going to be really good. Right. So, let's have a look. We've got more residential coming in. So good. So we'll fill in this area. We're going to have to expand the limits on the town again, I guess. Let's fill in this end of town. Oh yeah, and again, I probably won't build actually, do you know what? Yeah, again, so what I'll do is I'll turn off zoning on this part, because again, I don't really want houses built out there, and that means I can build on this corner a bit better. Although, would you have a house right there? Probably not. So we'll do it right there. Yeah, that's fine. And I can always put other stuff in there, you know. Right, okay. Okay, so weekly change of 28, 25. It's not very high, but then we are on realistic population. So we generally don't see those gigantic increases, not at the early stage anyway, but then like later on we might do. So it's kind of swings and roundabouts. It's like it can be more challenging at the beginning and then harder later, which is strange because often with most games it's actually the other way around. I'll tell you something else we can do whilst we were doing those tree brushes. We really should try to tree brush in around this area, because this area could do with some trees and stuff to make it look a bit more kind of like proper. Again, I can just literally sort of almost fill in this area here, because this is supposed to be sort of like this kind of mountain tree area, so we can kind of go a bit nuts and just sort of fill in the trees around this area. I don't think we need to worry about things too much, but especially sort of here going through the town, like it helps a lot to kind of soften up the edges of a town with these trees. Like it just makes a big difference. Also coming along here, like next to the railway line, definitely. Also, it's something I can do really easily at night time without it being a massive pain. Right, there we go. Looks better already. Look at that. Awesome. Lots of trees. It'll look better in the cold light of day, I think. But also, those are just kind of down for now, and then later on, once we like throw down a load of other buildings and stuff, it's gonna come together. Right, okay, so we've got some not industrial, some commercial buildings coming in here. I think I want to get like a unique commercial building in those, so if we've got the money, let's see what else we can build. Don't have money for some of this stuff, but let's look. Got an IKEA. I think IKEA would be good to build out in this part of town. We don't have the space for it right there on that area, but we do have the space for it here. And we do actually have a slot for it. Yeah, this would be great. Okay, let's get an IKEA like right here on the edge of town. It fits and it's got a perfect location. So let's bang that in. Great, they love it. Yeah, that's actually perfect. And I kind of like how the railway line goes literally right past the exit. That's really cool. I'm not too sure about... I think we should get more parking down here. Excuse me. I feel like we could get some more parking down here, so I feel like if I zone back in these areas, I could actually get some more parking down on this. I don't think a big multi-story, but I think a big parking lot would work really good. Although these are not big. I want like the bigger one. There is a bigger one. Still doesn't seem that big to me. Let's get a road going down here. So let's do that. Do you know what we should do? That should be a lane, guys. It should be a lane. Like that. Okay, so we get a lane, and then... I wonder whether... Yeah, let's just have this come down here like so. Right. Let's see what we can get in with this. Yeah, we can get a few in here, like, and then we can always... Right, let's see... Let's just sort of see what I can get away with here, because we can always sort of move it around or whatever. Yeah, like, I think I can get away with having another one, like, right there. And maybe if I'm smart... that. Now I'm going to have to turn off these traffic lights, obviously. But we probably should again have stop signs on these junctions. There we go. Right, so now I'll get another one in here and then I'll concrete over it so it does look like a whole parking lot. And I can always tweak this a little bit to sort of move it into position better. Because this one, yeah. So he's like that. So I think if we were to move it a little bit into position, that works. And then I can always add some other arrows or something along these lines, you know. Right, let's concrete in this area. Okay. Right, there we go. So look, straight away, guys, we've managed to create IKEA, and then also it has its own awesome car park. So that's actually worked really, really good. And again, probably what I'll do is I'll put some fencing along these edges or something like this anyway. I think what I would quite like to do, though, is have, again, maybe almost more parking along this side, but I'll just do that because it looks good to have it on kind of like an actual footprint, and then I can put like some hedging or something along that line there. Now that is my Luton OCD, 3 out of 4 parking zones facing the same side. Oh yeah, I hadn't noticed that. I can actually see why that would trigger people really hard. And let me see if I can change that, because I agree, that does look bonkers. But I just don't know whether it'll actually work if it rotates, whether the parking... I don't know how it works when you rotate these, whether the cars actually will then park properly. I don't know. I know that's overlapping, I'll fix it. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know how it will work now with the cars parking. We'll have to wait and see. So let's see what happens, I guess. Oh no, I think they do park correctly. So that's really good. You know, the only thing I want to do, though, is turn off lights on those streets, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, so that's actually working real good. If we wanted to, we could put some decals down around this to sort of like entry, exit and stuff. I don't know whether we've... Let's have a look. I don't know whether there's like an entry, exit one, like a go in, go out. Well, we could have like loading only signs. That would be quite cool for sort of some bits over here or something somewhere. Oh, this is like the returns and exchange, so this would be good for that. Yeah. I quite like using decals. I have a lot of fun using decals. Like it's really good. And it's always like really good to add some of these kind of like road distress things as well. That's really good. Skid marks. And you can get like these cracks and other bits and bobs. Yeah, it's just quite fun kind of adding some of these things onto these areas because, yeah, they look really good. Oh yeah, the oil stain ones. These are really good for industrial areas, like getting the oil stain stuff down. They've added a load more though. You had some staining. I think I need to add in some cracks and stuff really on this. Oh yeah, they've really... I forgot about this. So they've added in like streams and things as well. And flowers look on the ground. There's a load of new ones that got added. Yeah, there's like yellow flowers and stuff. And moss. You can have like moss as well now. Oh, that's a cool one. Oh yeah, rumble strips. That's for like putting on your highways and stuff. Oh, I'll tell you what as well though. I think there is a... there's speed bumps. We should definitely put some speed bumps down. But what I was after was some of the broken sort of distressed road stuff that I had further, like on another part, the other parking area that we had over there. So I think that's right back at the start. Yeah, it's just like this stuff. It's just like cracked road. Road damage. These ones are quite good because they're quite kind of subtle. You can get these ones here which are like sort of for the big junctions. But I think like just adding some dirt and stuff in, I think it makes like a good difference to often the parks and stuff. That's probably like a little bit severe. I swear there were some other ones though. I swear we had like some more than we're seeing. I'm thinking... Yeah, there's steel road plates, but I was after the square. Yeah, see, these are not it. That's exposed rebar. I think it... Yeah, so the exposed cobble was really good. What I'm showing you is like over here, look, see like this? Where we've got like some of this stuff going on here on these little streets. And there's like a lot of like little skid marks and some of these little road cracks and things that we've got going on here. And the speed limits that I put down the road were really good. I think we could have some patched cracks though, because I think you do get some patched cracks on these kind of bits of road and stuff. They don't look quite so severe once you place them down. Oh, this was the one I was using before. Yeah, so you can have like exposed bits and these things. But now that I see that, I'm not quite sure whether I want it though. See, this is why often I don't do too much like beautification stuff like on the stream, because you do end up sort of spending quite some time just kind of going through and being like, oh, I could make it like this, or I can make it like that. Often as well, they don't look quite the same when you actually sort of are hovering over it compared to actually when it's down on the ground, and so it's kind of hard sometimes to judge like how they're actually going to look. I think we should probably put some skid mark stuff down there because I think car park. Yeah, get the donuts like in the car park. You can always get some water puddles and stuff like this as well, like water on the ground. The puddles are good, but they often just don't look quite right. Does that look good? Yeah, it gives a bit of reflection. See, it just adds like a nice little bit of reflection. Okay, I think that'll do for now. Right, so the only other thing we were going to do was like hedging or fence or something like that. I think having a hedge around the park would actually work really good. Yeah, probably this. So if we start over here, we need to close that up. So we close it up so that obviously they connect together more, guys. And we can put these on a curve, but how well it'll work on a curve, I don't know. Maybe not as well as I would like. Yeah, it glitches a little bit. It could be a lot worse. I might just see if I can't move these a little bit. I think it's going to be hard. I might have to live with it. Are people going to be super triggered if I don't fix this? Oh, you know what? No. Look, there you go. We've got it basically. There you go. What were you worried about? Fixed. Fixed. Right, the only other thing we could do is always get some trees. I think we could do with some trees just along here. We could also do with getting this hedge sort of still running on this side of things, I think, as well. There is another small bush right there. Right, again, we'll just move this slightly, and this, there we go. Cool. Okay, just to add some consistency to the whole thing, so it looks good. Right, okay, so that's that. And like I say, I think the only other thing I would add in here really now is trees, and probably, again, what we might do is, seeing as I've actually got the line tool on, just run some trees along here like this. Now, yes, they're all the same, but I'm going to assume that, like, the company have basically planted them or whatever. And then we'll just get in a couple of bigger trees as well. Just to kind of break that up. Because sometimes you do get these kind of like awkwardly you do get these awkwardly linear trees where a company have just gone, hey, let's build some trees, and they just kind of build them all in a line, you know. We could always get some other grasses going on here as well. Oh yeah, we can use the cluster bushes. These are really good for kind of softening up edges like this. Especially where you've got some kind of like rogue concrete. You can just kind of get some of these down. And they're really good at like softening an edge. The other thing we could always do, again, like if I was trying to be like really kind of go far with this, would be like put some planters in and then put some of these things in. So we could always do that in a second as well. And we can always get some little bushes and sort of run these along as well. So again, right now I think, like, see, they're all very spaced together, but we can always set this up and do spacing at like, see what spacing is like at 8. Okay, so that's pretty spaced out. So you can just run these along the edge here, like that. That looks cool. And then we can do the same all the way along here. Again, looks quite nice with them just kind of coming out of the edge there. Okay, and then let's just look for planters. I swear we had more planters than that. Oh, actually, I forget that we have got some flower plots already. I swear I had planters. Oh, maybe it's because I'm just looking under prop. I swear I did have some more, but that's okay. To be fair, though, I might even just use... Might even just use these existing flower pot ones, because I think I used them before and they look pretty cool. Get a nice fountain look on the corner. Yeah, the only trouble is these flower pots are very small, that's right. It's the only trouble. Oh yeah, but these ones here, these are better. These are kind of like the sort of more... Awesome. Right, I think that will do, guys. I don't think we need to do much more than that. Okay, awesome. Right, town has IKEA now. Hopefully they will use the parking spaces appropriately. So that's good. Okay. I was going to just say, should I put the pedestrian path across to the IKEA, but I don't think so. I think we're fine. Right, after all that, let's make a save. I'm actually going to go on and make this version 6 because, like I say, it's always a really good idea. If you have like something that's, if you have a game that's really important to save, I don't know about you, but I always rotate it. So I'll create like 2 saves and then alternate between them. And then that way, if you accidentally screw up or save over or do something weird, then it basically gives you like a fail safe for your thing. Why do I do that? The reason I did that was because basically a long time ago, when I was playing Final Fantasy VII, I had a save on Final Fantasy VII that was like 99 hours. And then one day I wasn't paying attention, and bang, I just saved over it with like a brand new save file, and it's just gone. So ever after in Final Fantasy VII, or indeed any Final Fantasy, I always would make sure to alternate my saves, like keep 2, and alternate between saving on them, so that way, even if I accidentally saved over, I always had a fallback. And I kind of tend to do that with a lot of games now. I always try to sort of rotate and create a fallback for myself, because I'm just terrified that I will accidentally save over something and lose it all. I would totally advise you to do the same with all games. It's always like my paranoia to like lose game saves. It really sucks. Right, anyway. Right, okay, so where are we at? Impossible Town is doing very well. Look, Impossible Town is booming. Boomtown is doing fine, but Impossible Town is booming. Still more residential demand, and look, all of our shoreline houses are now fulfilled. I think on this side of town as well, I think I would like to create more houses in this direction, but I think probably what we'll do is use a lane, because I don't think I want to, and actually I'm just going to make it come out straight like that, and then curve it around to here, and then actually just connect it up like that. But I'm going to do that and connect it up on a right angle, and then I'm also going to turn zoning off on that little bit right there. So just going to have houses on this part. Cool. Okay, so I like that. So we're going to get some more houses here as well. Let's just get water in this direction and like that. What's this? Timothy says, oh my god, I did that with my first Pokemon game. I had 140 out of 150 with them and saved over it. Yeah. Always have a backup. I still am sad about that. I know, right? You can never get over it. I think with my Final Fantasy VII file, I ended up screaming into a pillow. I was like, ah! It was so traumatic. Like, I couldn't deal with it. It was unbearable. Okay, here we go. Right, so, yeah, let's just... I'm not going to put it right in the end there, but we'll build like that for now. I think that'd be good. Right, more commercial demand as well, but I think Boomtown is doing good on commercial. Yep, the commercial, because remember, we've already got some commercial zoned. Looks like people are loving IKEA. Let's see if anybody's even talking about it. It really frustrates the Christ out of me that you can't just drag this down a bit more. Like, you can't expand the window. You have to scroll in this tiny little area. Look, they've done this, but they haven't bothered to make it so you can actually read them without just reading in this tiny little box. It's like, ugh. Anyway, it's fine. fine. How's the traffic doing on our roundabout system? It looks like it's going very well. A lot of traffic, as you can see, coming out of town using the corkscrew roundabout. And then, why is this called the William Webb Bridge? It should be called the corkscrew roundabout. You don't spell cork like that. There we go. Look, that's much better. Corkscrew roundabout. Perfect. Why is that slightly further away than that? It's probably because if I move that, it's going to bugger up this road. Oh, not so much, not so much, not so much. It's still not perfect, but it's fine. It's passable. I'm just going to leave it. Hands off. I'm just going to leave it. Hands off right there. We're now making 3,000 and we've got a 30 plus change. So things have actually improved. I think people are liking coming to our town more. We've still got good rail network coming in here. Look. This is looking real good. Look at how many people are using the railways, guys. This is very positive indeed. Like, that's a lot of people right there. The train's just like train disaster. Yeah, that's a lot of people. Look at that many people. So many people. Lots and lots of people right there. Let's hope they... Oh God! Look out! YouTube thumbnail. Train disaster. Ah, the horror. Imagine if it was. Someone needs to do that. Why has no one created like a kind of a mod where like civs can just get wiped out from like trains and like cars and stuff, and it's just like who remembers Die Hard 2 on the PlayStation? Or it was Die Hard, or what was it called? It was called like what was that game? Does anybody remember that on the original PlayStation? It was called like Die Hard something, and it had like Die Hard 1, 2, and 3, but they were made all totally different. So like Die Hard 1 was like a weird, crappy third person. Die Hard 2 was like a very weird, like almost like Time Crisis, like you've got bullet aims on the screen, you have to shoot all the crap. And then the third one was like this, you're in a car first person and you can like literally mow down pedestrians, and literally Die Hard Trilogy, yes, that's it, Museka. And the third one, Die Hard 3 or whatever it's called, isn't it? What's Die Hard 3 called? Can't remember, I don't care. Is it just Die Hard 3? I can't remember. But anyway, you could like mow down pedestrians and the blood would be all over your windscreen. You had to like windscream out the blood. I remember there was like a load of outrage about it at the time, but that was like I grew up with games like that. I'm just like, yeah, we used to just run down pedestrians, blood all over the place, whatever. I feel like we should get rid of this traffic light system if I didn't already. I don't think that should be there. I don't think it's really affecting anything, but I think it would be more efficient to just not have that. And just put a stop sign on that road right there. And probably this as well. Actually, I'm just going to put yield on those. No, it should be stop, shouldn't it? And then this one over here, obviously... Wait a minute, and then this one doesn't have any traffic lights? This one should have traffic lights the most. Well, I'm at least going to put stops on that. It's fine. Okay, and that one does have traffic lights. Right, it's all good. Die Hard with a vengeance. Museka's like Die Hard expert. I think you need a pedestrian bridge crossing. No, it's fine. No, I very much like this kind of pedestrian element, like that they just walk across the tracks. Because you can do that in some countries, like with the railways and stuff, and so I kind of wanted that vibe where they just kind of walk across the track. But it's very pleasing to see how many people are using the railways, and they're either coming from outside, but I think a lot of the time they are like commuting train lines. You can actually see like a lot of people kind of coming in and out of these other train lines. Let's go back over here and look at this. Oh yeah, the only thing changing the speed limits on the railway lines was a great discovery, because that's really, really cool. This station here is beautiful enough already. The only thing I might add is like a few more little trees around here. But you will notice we've had a boom in industry. And so I think now is going to be the time where we have to ask some questions. Questions like, shall we start doing a farming element? Because I think it's necessary. I think we're going to need that. Before we get to it though, let's expand our town a little bit. Right, that's good. And let's just do that. Yeah, this also needs to expand up here, and quite honestly, probably all the way down here like that. Okay, impossible town. Let's also just include the railway station. I feel like railway stations generate income. Oh, they have upkeep. I feel like railway should bring you in a ton of money, but I suppose they're like, whatever. Right. So farming. Let's have a look where we might want to do this. So, yeah. See, I stupidly built the industry right smack bang over the farming land, which was probably stupid of me. I really should have looked at that a little better. I think what we should do is start farming on this side of things, because that will use people from the towns and they'll come through here. They'll use this roundabout to get across. But it means that before we do anything, we're going to have to build a bridge. I'm going to make another save before I do anything else. And this is where I overwrite 5. This is going to get tricky because I'm going to have to remember which one I'm on. Never mind. So we're going to start farming on this side. Now, in preparation that we're going to build the big city... Don't tell me the game has crashed in the process of me saving over the alternating things. Don't do this to me, game. Don't do it. Oh, it's alright. It's fine. It was just paused. I was like, why is nothing moving? And it's like, oh yeah, because it's paused. I'm very happy we don't have a lot longer to do today. Anyway, in preparation for doing the city, we are going to need another bridge over there. Now, whilst we do have a bridge here, we are going to want to get across in this area eventually, mainly because I will want to connect the highways as well. But for now, what I will do is, we're going to have a highway go off in this direction, right? But that's not what we're going to have here. So that's separate to this. That's for going off in this direction. Shut up, stream. Shush. Right, so we're going off in this direction, and we're going to need a bridge of a sort. So let's do that by doing this. So right here, and then I'm going to step it up, I guess. Just 4 meters. I'm going to use a 6 lane instead of... Now the question is, I need to get across here like so. Yeah, I'm going to use a 6 lane road instead of a 3 lane. So we will have a spanning bridge like this. But what I want to do is get it over here and then... Perfect. Okay, so that's how I want that to look. That's it. That's good. Okay, so that'll give our access across there. Now, we then obviously need to connect that to the roundabout. So I think... because it's 3 on, 3 off, it's going to be good to force people to stay in lane, which means I'll need to create some 3 lanes on and off. But because, yeah, we can still keep it highway speed. So we can do a 3 lane highway here. And I think probably from this junction, go into it like that. Oh, it actually worked for once. And then we're going to have to go like that, which did not work at all. But maybe it will work if I do that. Oh my god. Oh yes! What a junction! Love it. Right, this is going to have to be... Oh god. The Siobhan Highway. Like, no highway is called the Siobhan Highway. For Christ's sake. The Highway. I love it. Good ideas make accident roundabout even more confusing. What, like, what do you... I actually should call it accident roundabout. I think I will rename it that. There's nothing wrong with this roundabout. Literally nothing could go wrong. So far this year, 0 fatalities. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, look, you know, this overreaching thing. Can I even move those? I don't think I can, which really sucks. Maybe I'll make this... so irritating. I feel like if I move this back a little bit... What's going on here? I feel like if I move this back a little bit, it might help fix that problem. No. What can I do to this to stop that from happening? Oh, maybe if I... No. Doesn't work. I was thinking like maybe somehow that'll get it. Because I can't remove that. It's not like a prop, so I don't think I can move it. It's just like part of the highway. No, it's not OCD, it's the fact that there's freaking metal girders like right in the middle of the bloody road. That's the problem. See, that seems weird. Like it's only because we've got those other junctions there. No, well we definitely will be putting like barrels anyway, but this is going to be one major barrel junction, I'll tell you right now. But oh no, yeah, just leave it like that. It's fine. Oh, this is a pain. This is a pain. This is a pain. A road junction, a junction too far. Oh, or we push it like that. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, my friend. Now, look, I'm just saying, who would be confused by that? Honestly. No one, that's who. This is annoyingly a bit... Yeah, perfect. Alright, easy. Easy like a Sunday morning. No problem. That seems fine. Exactly. This is fine. Right, so sorted junction then. I need to put bollards and stuff down. First, before we do anything else though, what we do need to do is turn off the lanes here so that they can turn left, because that's obviously stupid. So no laning, thank you very much. Just straight on. So thank you very much. Similarly, yeah, that should all be fine. That's fine, that's fine. Okay, now lane whatever is going to be super important. So lane action is going to be important. So left one goes to here, or it can go straight on. Middle one stays on the middle. Actually, yes. This is going to get tricky. Right can go right. Actually, middle is going to have to also go to there and to there. Oh, yeah, and this one can go here and here. Okay, we're going to do it like that, I think. I'm just going to go with that. Right. Then at this point in time, this is going to be this is my accident-free junction. Right. So this is going here. This is going here. Okay. Now this guy, he's going to want to stay on there. This guy, he's going to go there. And this guy, he's going to go over there. Okay. Now this guy right here, he's going to go straight across. No, second lane across. This guy, he's going. There's a lot of lane changing on this. He's going there in the middle, and this guy here, he's going only to there. Easy. Nothing will go wrong. Nothing will go wrong. It's so easy. Okay, and then whatever happens here, I don't care. Right, literally no problem. Okay, let's do bollards. Oh damn it! I always forget the name of the bollards and stuff. Well, I've already used some. What? Where are my bollards? Oh, did I delete them or something? Or did they get randomly deleted? Hold on a minute. I have a feeling. Yep. So why are they... Why have they been deleted? It's probably because I've moved the road slightly, but... I thought I could move these, but apparently not. Oh, are they just gone already? Right. Okay, so let's get rid of those. Right, I can always lay down some... What? Right. I can always lay down some new ones. I wouldn't call that slightly LT. Well, obviously. Right. Bollard. See, they're not this. Cone. What the frickin' hell are they called, man? Do they tell you if you click on them? Because I always forget the name of these. Always. Apparently I can't even click on them. Because no reason. Why can I not even click on these? What's happening? Why will it not tell me what they are? Oh, I forget so. Barrier. I always forget, and it's like super annoying. They're not called a barrier, but I did see... Traffic barrel. Obviously, yeah. There's another one as well, though, which is called, like... it's the other ones that I like are the ones that are up over here. Or were up over here. I think these have also been obliterated. Oh yeah, here they are. These things. And I can't remember what they're called either, but these have also been obliterated by my road movements. These little things right here. And I don't remember what they are called. I forget every single time. They're like, no, it's not cone. They're like something stupid like delineators or designators or dividers or something. Traffic splitters. No, I'd have to literally probably search through the whole lot to find them. Ooh, I remember this. Yeah, the light artwork. That's really cool. That light artwork right here. These light artwork sculptures, they belong in Impossible Town. Here, I knew it was under D. Delineator. See, I told you they were something stupid. Delineators. You should be able to favourite stuff. Really good. Anyway, yeah, my delineators here, as you can see, have been screwed because... yeah, look, see? What happens is like... Why can't you move them though? That's the thing. Like, once they've been glitched, like, why can't you then move them? See, it's like I can do this, but I can't... Or do I have to select that point? No. So you can, like, rotate them or whatever, but... It's annoying. It's basically comes from... anyway, I'll have to I'll have to redo this in my own time later, because I'm not going to do it now. Did you get rid of American roads, by the way? I don't think so. I think they're still on it, aren't they? Or did I just not load it? Have I been doing this again with, like, no American roads? I always forget this. I forget this every single time. I'm going to make a save right now, just at the end. Right, we saved V5 last time, but I'm going to save over that again. Right. Yeah, it might be another one of those stupid situations where the roads... So basically I found that generally... It's just re-updating the roads. Oh, there we are. So it should be on that. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's what it should be on. I always forget to update it. It's a weird thing where basically, like, it kind of strangely force updates itself, like, every time. So this is gonna be a weird playthrough because I'll have been like, okay, yeah. It's gonna be a weird playthrough because it'll be full of, like, loads of me kind of accidentally having, like, put the wrong road things down and things. Yeah, I know it's on basic roads. I realise this. I've been very tired this week. I'm kind of like not paying attention completely, but it looks a lot better with US roads. You can see that was my intention for this playthrough. So it's kind of like, yeah, you can see everything looks a lot better now. I wish someone had pointed this out to me at the beginning of the stream, but never mind. It's fine. It's all fine. I can handle it. It's no problem. No real problem. Whatever. Anyway, it's fine. Right, anyway, let's go back to this. So last thing we're going to do before... And these things are not happy, are they? They're not happy at all. These zebra crossings, they look very broken. Yeah, the last thing we need to do is really get some bollards going on here. The hell is with the highway colour? America confuses me. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. Anyway, right, so we've got the delineators, but we also have those bollards, or barrels, sorry. Barrels. So I'm going to use the barrels. We're going to put it on the lines, obviously, put it on fence mode, and mostly this should probably work. Although it's always worth making sure that the prop line tool anarchy is on because it's required. So let's barrel this. Too close together. Too far apart. Just right. Okay. So this road is kind of glitchy as it is, but the thing is that if you don't, if you move the road at all once you place these down, it usually glitches the hell out of them. That's why some of my other stuff is, like this bit of road here is not happy. I have to say actually though, like the only trouble with the US one is like, as you can see right here, like the ground is not happy with that. Like this junction section is not happy. And if I can get away with just there, making it not glitch out. But now this bit's glitching out. So much tweaking. Okay, I can live with that, right? Right, okay. So that's that. I'm going to put a row of barrels, which are way too close together again, down here. Just to kind of guide people through, because let's face it, this is pretty bloody confusing junction. Right, so let's just have some more barrels coming around here. Right, I'm only going to do this on this bit just to make it pretty bloody clear, like what's what. And I suppose this is where I previously had some as well, and I think it's probably going to be warranted. So again, we'll just put some barrels like this. There we go. So again, we've just got some more barrels coming along there. We don't need it on this bit because they're obviously going then one way. This is where things get pretty dangerous, but because you've got this road joining like the other 3-lane roads, but whatever, you know. So there's not really much to do. I don't think it really is required that we have like bollards at this point, because it's pretty much like this is a take your life in your hands, because you've got like 2 roads joining whilst one crosses and then whatever, you know, so it's pretty dangerous, like just as and when it comes anyway. Oh yeah, the only thing I might do is put some more barrels like kind of coming this way, because obviously you've got like, because yeah, we're going like that anyway. And then I think I might just then place a line that goes like from here, because as we see, these 2 road junctions should not meet at any time. So I'm just going to do that. But that's, you see, I think that's not quite right either, because I think that that line doesn't look quite right. It needs to be a little less severe than that. Damn it. Does it reset every time? Because these guys are going to come around here like that. So this really wants to be a bit further over. This might be too severe even anyway. So I might just kind of do it to there or something. I think that looks stupid. It needs something though. Maybe I do need... I think those delineators usually look better on this bit. The purpose of those barrels in real life is to protect people from concrete barriers they could crash into. Yeah, I know. But they usually are placed at these kind of junctions as well. And, well, we could put concrete barriers down. We could add some concrete barriers in, because why not? So we could always do that too. Just basically add some barriers. Probably wouldn't be the worst thing to have down here. There we go. So that gives us some more sort of concrete barriers down on this one. What's this? Luton is adding deadliness. Yeah, I know, right? Well, actually, I think we could actually put some concrete barriers along here. That might actually look the best. I'm not sure. Or we could put plastic barriers. Maybe these kind of barriers. Not sure. It's kind of tricky to... why is this not working? It's just kind of tricky to estimate. Also, this thing apparently does not like... Oh, I see. It's because they're in like one big long line. I'm not sure that's going to work how we want it to work, guys. And the others are just a lot of concrete barriers. There's a weathered safety barrier. Oh, these are quite small, so this might actually work. Too close together. Yeah, these are really small, so this might actually work. Also, weirdly, what we need to do is we need to kind of like... By the way, if you're wondering why I'm a bit lower on the camera today, it's because I've been doing modelling at my other desk, and so it makes me a bit... I put my chair down, so I've just realised I'm kind of shorter today. I think what we need to do, though, is kind of do like a weird... Because it's not perfectly straight, this junction. It's not straight at all. So I think we're going to have to do like a sort of weird... Like that. Where it's sort of... That's more like how it is, look. It's more like an actual S-bend. And then also, I think I'm going to just run these up all the way along to this point. Because basically... That's where things start going on. Right, so... Oh... Come on, game. Do me a favour. Well... We can't have that now, can we? They're bloody floating all over the place. Just when you thought we got it fixed. I actually remember this now with the delineators. This was the also annoying pain I had with them. Was that... They just refuse to sit straight. I'm just going to put a couple of delineators along there and that's it. So we're just going to put delineator and then I'm just going to put all the other ones have got like crazy close together and then this bloody thing is like so tight. Right, just going to do that. Oh, and now I remember. Oh, God, this is turning into a nightmare. I've just remembered that these things specifically as well, you can't put fence mode on because they don't like that. They don't face the right way around. So you have to do it like this. And even then, is that right? I don't know. I'm starting to not care at this point. Right. This is it. You guys are going in here. And I'm done with it. Right. Is that part? Oh, they're floating. It's not fine. They're floating. Unless you get really close down, you can't quite see it. Although I'm just kind of wondering whether it's really worth it, because 90% of the time, I don't care. I'm just deleting them. I can't handle it. I can't deal with it. It's too much. Too much is too much. No, it's not sorted. It's not sorted at all. Right. We're supposed to be building farms. That's what we're supposed to be doing. And now we're out of time. So, farms. I'm going to build farms. I decided that instead of having a highway all the way to the city, on this side of things anyway, although maybe we'll just go 6-lane bridge and then highway. I don't know. I don't know. Because it's going to be the city. I will decide that next time. In the meanwhilest, I don't know. I really wanted to avoid having highways everywhere all on this map again. But we do have to connect to that highway at some point, which will involve going up this mountain. So, junction. I'm just going to put here a highway junction, and then I can always literally just kind of expand it later at my own free will. I'm just going to do a loot. Wait, how much? Of course. Of course, like, the natural resource is, like, smack bang in front of my roundabout. This is super annoying. This is super annoying. So now I'm just like, okay, so I either just build over. Yeah, exactly. I either just build over. This is super irritating. What can I do here? Well, to future-proof the city, I would suggest building a large encircling highway, like a new IC, and name it OCD Drive, just for the sake of it. No. Timmy J, I'm off. See you next time, Timmy J. Move the bridge. No! No, no, no! Make it an elevated road, Luton. Ugh, I hate elevated roads. They look shit. Underground roundabout. I'm trying to think, like, do I want to put a roundabout over this, or do I want to put the roundabout just past it, run this through it, and then keep the highway, like, tighter to this edge, which is, and then the farm stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so let's build a roundabout in my own style. Yeah. Oh, look. Getting better at this every single time we do it. What's happening here? Yeah, that's why. Right. Yeah, look, it's almost a perfect circle. Just straight out the gate. Love it. I can imagine new people turning up to these streams sometimes and being like ultra triggered. We all know how this will end. It'll end just fine, like it has done. It's done already. It's already done. Right, okay, 6-lane road, bang, done. Right, so that's going to there. And it's the wrong way round. Okay. Easy. Right, so. Yeah, and then easy, right? So now we can just like run the highway or whatever. So it's all good. And then probably what I'll do is run like a highway, just kind of go over this part and then connect lanes on and off of it. I should probably do that now just so it's in place. Just make it 20 meters so it's 20. Right, so this bit goes across. This bit comes back the other way. And then off ramps. And that's where the fun really begins. Maybe best I don't do it from that point. These always need to be much longer than I think they need to be. Oh yeah, the other thing is I don't really want this highway to be elevated, I don't think, but I'm going to leave it elevated for, like I said a minute ago, I don't like elevated highways, but let's get this back down to ground level. How can that be, like, not allowed? It's in Anarchy. Anarchy is on. How can it not be allowed? Oh, Because I don't have enough money, that's why. Because I've just been building recklessly and forgetting that I actually require money. Life. Okay, well, we're just going to have to wait, probably, to do the rest of this. Right, so anyway, things are kind of moving forward in the right direction. I spent so much money, like, pissing about with things. This is always going to be the thing which kind of holds us back a little bit. Is that, for now, anyway, we are slightly tied to the fact that our other communities are quite small. This will work in the future, but we're not quite there yet. I'm thinking that actually what might be really cool is to connect up to the here. I think we need to kind of like run the highway up to this point and then cross it over and bring it up onto the top, so that's probably where we'll go for. Yeah, I'd actually forgotten though that money is a requirement. You are poor is why. Yeah, exactly. So we need to make more money, but everything else is actually ticking over and doing really good. Oh yeah, that's right, we had that big industrial demand and I was going to do farming. We probably have enough money, though, to build what I need for farming, because all I was going to literally do was, off of the roundabout, rather than anywhere else, off of the highway roundabout, create like a main road which came off of here for farming, which I'm still going to do. But where to bring it off the roundabout? So we'll just start off with a bit of a junction like that, basically. This roundabout as well. I think this roundabout doesn't need to be highway. I actually think it's going to be better for this roundabout to not be highway. In fact, I think it would be better for it to be, yeah, 3-lane one way or 4-lane one way. 3-lane one way will be fine. It just doesn't need to be highway, basically. So we'll just change it like this. Okay, right. So yeah, we'll do that. Oh, for Christ's sake, of course it's night. I can't deal with this. I'm making it daytime. I'm cheating because I just want to finish this bit now. Okay, right. So let's just do this bit here. So I want to get just like a main road coming down for the farming bit like this. Because I'm going to actually, put it in the middle. Main road down like this. And then off of that we'll have dirt tracks which will operate as like the actual farms. So we'll do like this. This and this, and again I'll undesignate obviously this road right here and this road here and that road there and that road there. In fact, all of these undesignated because I just want the farms on these bits, and then again we can do the same in the other direction for now, a little way. So this is going to be kind of like the most regimented farm area that I've done, but I kind of want it to... Wait, where the hell did the industry go? What? What? We had like 75% industry, and now it's just gone? What? For God's sake, game. Delete the overpass for money back. No. Ugh. Well, whatever. It's fine. It's there, ready for when we need it. Okay, so let's make a new farming area here. So annoying. Okay, so let's designate that up as farming land. Right, it's ready when we need it. We're going to have to get water over there, obviously. So we will get water over there. I'm going to do that from here. Stupid industry nonsense. unbelievable. How did that even happen? Like, did like some businesses close and then open or something like this? I don't even know. Ridiculous. Whatever. Right, how are we doing for electricity? We're doing fine. We're doing fine for water. Like, everything else is... We're doing very good. Like, overall, like, I think the cities are handling really well. Like, you can see that the transport is handling real good. I've still got to tidy up this little bit of incline that we see along here. Remember I said I was going to do that? I'll probably just put some, like, small trees all the way along here. I suppose I could just do that to sort of finish up here. So let's just get some trees. What am I doing? I don't know. Pine tree, and I think we want the young pine tree, really. And I can probably add some more in. I'm just doing this kind of in a pretty basic way right now. But we can add some more along here, and I think it'd be good to add in like the larger ones too. Yeah, there we go. And then I can add in some loose sort of singular ones as well, just to get in the mix. But this is good, it just kind of breaks it up basically, as you see. Right, but I think overall, I think the city's working very well. Everything's coming together nicely, and then like I say, let me just add in... Come on, LT. You can just add in these to just kind of feather this out a little bit. Okay, cool. So that's where we're at. Now we've got our little tree line down here to sort of hide away the sins of that bit there. So that's all good. So, town is working well, looking good. Those are a bit too large next to the highways, they'd be cut right away. No, I don't think so. There's plenty of ones like that actually in the UK. There's a few roads actually that you can go along on the highway where they actually have that kind of thing. Also, it's a highway, and actually when you look at like the scale of the cars next to it, you can see that they really wouldn't interfere with it whatsoever. There's plenty of roads where you have those kind of things. Anyway, yeah, so that's where we are. It's looking really cool. We've got 3 towns on the go now. Got one area for our industry, we've got one area set up for farming, and we've got good transport network running between the towns. So we've got rail here, we've got road running between them as well. All of this is kind of working together, and they're actually sort of, they always start off a bit sort of plain and blank, and doesn't feel like they've got a lot of heart to the towns, but like over time they sort of build up and kind of like expand properly, and it kind of feels, I think that's the best thing about this game always, is that things kind of like, for me anyway, what I like about it, I like not planning, because again, like I've said before, you know, my thing with this game is I really enjoy not planning the cities out. Like, I don't like thinking, do this, do this, do this, do this, you know, and sort of being very, very over fussed about small, like, you know, finicky details. Now it's like, look, we spent all that time pissing around with the road junctions over here and all this kind of stuff, but quite honestly, that's why are these going so slowly here? Interesting why that's going slow. There's no speed limit there, but basically, yeah, what I was saying is that the main reason why I kind of like to just build the stuff and then see and then figure it out as we go is because what I like is I like the organic change in the game. So like you get to this point now and you think like, oh yeah, these towns are starting to feel about right, you know, you're like, oh yeah, that's kind of tailing off, like it looks better, and so almost without trying they kind of sort of start to look better. The same with Impossible Town here. I didn't really have a plan at all about like how this was going to lay out. I was just like, yeah, we'll get the main road in here and build a bit of a block, and then we'll build these roads a bit looser, and then we'll put like a park and connect it to the trains, and then and a bit this stuff's by the shore, and then these guys want some amenities, and you know, by the time you've kind of built some of those things in, it just all starts to kind of work, and you don't really have to kind of overthink it, which is what I like to do with this. What was the last thing I was just going to do right there? I think I have forgotten. What was the last thing I was going to do? I don't know. And therefore it probably doesn't matter. But what was I going to do? Oh man, that's super irritating. Totally can't remember. But it's okay. Anyway. So, things are looking good, guys. Join me next time for some more City Skylines, where we'll be carrying on with the playthrough. Next time, what I would like to do is continue expanding these towns here, get our farming stuff set up, and start building the basic blocks of how we're going to create our city over here. Now, obviously, whenever we're going to build like a kind of a larger city area, we need to have a bit of planning involved, but again, I don't want to overthink it. I don't want to sort of really kind of, as long as we give good road infrastructure going in and out of the city, it should be fine. So all we need to do is make sure there's some good like main arteries, and then that will be absolutely fine. And I think probably what I'll do is have like, you know, again, we want to think about how we orientate the city. Are we going to have it so it's kind of going this way, or are we going to have it so it's going kind of this way? I think actually probably going kind of this way, because then if we want to, we can branch onto the islands. But it might be good to kind of have sort of come around, and then the road can kind of sort of sit horizontally here, and it can go off in this direction. And then the roads can kind of come down this way, and then we can always have like another sort of highway just kind of running along the shoreline. Or we put like a lot of property right up on the shoreline and run roads behind it. I don't know. So many options that we have for kind of working out what we're going to do there. Anyways, so things are working well. We still have a pretty small turnover in terms of actual residents coming into the town, but that's to be expected. We're running realistic population model and all of that stuff, so you're not going to see like this big burst of citizens turning up. It's just not going to happen at this point in time. But I think we're making about 3,000 for our weekly income. We don't have a high weekly change at the moment of people. In fact, it's actually sort of negative or just ticking over, and so we want to work on that a little bit. But I think once we provide some farming, in fact, that might be our thing to do, is to kind of really build that up. But the trouble is at the moment is like I can't expand too much. Also, there's residential demand, and I've not, for example, like put any more residential areas zoned. So like if I just kind of, for example, like fill in this area right here, we'll probably see that pop back up. There's a tree randomly on fire over here, by the way. Do you see this? Which is a big concern. Let's hope that doesn't develop into something more. So hopefully fire will come and sort that out. But yeah, so I think we will start to see like a change in the amount of citizens we have in here and all this kind of stuff as it goes along. I think right now the towns are good. If I can just improve them a little bit with some infrastructure and sort of, you know, amenities and different activities, and definitely want to improve the schools and all this kind of stuff. We've been focusing a lot, I think, on getting the infrastructure in place, and I think soon really what I want to do is focus on more like saving money, getting some cool features into the towns and all this kind of stuff. And then yeah, I think also once we start the town over on the shoreline, that'll give me a way to, because at the moment with these towns I'm kind of limiting their size deliberately, and I think once we're over at the shore I can kind of expand, and then that will give me the big income I need to then build more of these small towns. But these small towns like get to a point where they kind of hamstring you, because you can't really expand how you want to expand because the income is not enough. Well, when you're running like the realistic population stuff anyway, income is not enough and all this kind of thing. So you know, you need to have that, like I say, you need to have that big city to support the more rural towns, and I want to build more rural towns because we've got a lot of space to build rural towns. You know, that's the whole point of this map. But that's why I left a space here so that you could build a big city if you still want to. So build a big city here. The money from that will support more rural towns, and then we can get some rural towns like right up here. Now we can't see piss all, but like get some rural towns over here in the mountainside, and potentially up here, like right up on top of the mountain as we overlook the whole valley. So that's the kind of thing like we're aiming for. Anyway. we're done. We're finished. I'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching City Skylines. See you on the next one. See you then.